Welcome into Extra Time. We are coming to you live from our set here right at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California. What a squad I have assembled today. Jurgen Klinsmann, Hercules Gomez, Jermaine Jones, and Casey Keller. Guys, ready to dive into some questions?
Of course.
Let's do
Of
it.
course. They're a bit thirsty. Don't worry. We won't stay too long. All right, first question. When you're at base camp, how often, if ever, do you watch the other matches? If any teams in any group were watching today's match, what would they take away from it?
Well, you take a lot. I mean, you watch all the games. You know, whatever comes up on TV, you watch it with the other coaches, other players. You always gather and you're gonna watch what happens, what's going on. Today, you can take a lot away from the fact that South Africa let themselves a little bit go. You know, 2 red cards. That's not okay. You know, you carry that into the next game, so you gotta avoid that. Don't make these individual mistakes that they did. And obviously Mexico is extremely happy to start positively into the tournament and calm things down. Now the nerves settle, and yeah, you watch the other teams and you learn always something.
JJ, did you watch all the games too when you were in camp?
Yeah. I think we had in the hotel, we had downstairs a restaurant. We watched all the games there when we were not playing. And I think it's always good to see the other teams too, what they're doing. And it's interesting. It's the best tournament in the world, and I think you can play part of it. And we all love the game, so it's interesting to watch other countries and see what they're doing.
Herc, what do you think some of the other teams should take away from the game we've seen?
Well, it's exactly what Jurgen just said. You can see what not to do. All of a sudden, you see a team unraveling right before you. You could be damn well sure the coach is going to be, we can't allow this to happen. Emotional intelligence. I think sometimes people think how great it is to play in a World Cup, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
You're one of the select few, a select percentage of the population that will never get to do this. But you don't experience the World Cup. You're in a hotel, you go to the stadium, you watch it on TV, you don't really feel like you're there until you consume it as a fan. And when you consume it as a fan, you see how great of a celebration it is.
Yeah.
But when you're a player, you watch the games because that's all you're allowed to do. You can't really do anything else.
Oh, woe is me, hard life. I got to represent my country at a World Cup. Casey?
Yeah, I think you are a little bit isolated. This is a little bit different, I think, because you didn't have that process of qualifying. Because I think when you have those 16, 18 matches that we used to have qualifying, it was all part of the process of getting to that point. Then you finish that qualifying, you celebrate that, and then you kind of come back. And I think when you are isolated, I think it's when the bus drives up to the stadium for the first match, and then you see your fans. And that's what I thought really about 2006 was, for me, that was the first time I really saw a large section of U.S. fans traveling to a World Cup and feeling that when your bus comes into the stadium that you're very, very well represented, and that was when you're in the World Cup.
All right, next question now, because I think it is a very good one, and this is for everyone. If you could add one player from the past to the current U.S. men's national team, who would it be? Jurgen, let's start with you because you're the gaffer.
Maradona.
Oh! I mean, why not, right?
Does he have a passport? Can we get him a passport?
I don't know if we could convince him.
Well, Ronaldinho would have a passport. I'm just throwing that out there.
What about you, Herc?
From the U.S. men's national team, there are 2 players. One is in the goalkeeper position. I would put either a Casey Keller, Tim Howard out there, one of those 2 guys. And the other one is, I sometimes look at this national team and I desperately think they need some bite. And the guy to my left, if there was anything he had, was some bite. So a player like that, a player like Jermaine or Michael Bradley, somebody in there that was just
Had that dog in
just
them.
somebody with the dog that could make Tyler feel like the whole pressure isn't on him. I think that could greatly serve the U.S. men's national team.
JJ, what about you? You putting yourself in?
Yeah, I will put myself in.
You got excited, huh?
Hey,
That sounds good.
it's right here. You have your boots?
Hey, I'll be honest. I think we all can feel that when you turn around, you see the stadium. Of course, I will put my boots on and to go back out there and enjoy the time with the boys.
A full 90?
Yeah, not 90. Maybe give me 15, and then the rest can take over.
He's into it, right? He's into it.
He's
Yeah,
into it. All right, so
exactly.
JJ's picking himself. Casey, what about you? Picking yourself too?
I think we have an array of more experienced goalkeepers that could have played in this match. Also, I mean, we've had a lot of questions about the number 9 position. So I think having a Brian McBride to give yourself a little bit more of an option if you have to go aerial, and that experience of playing Premier League and scoring in multiple World Cups would help this team a lot. I mean, 100%. You always want to have the experience of what everybody else is offered with that. But those are a couple of positions I think would shore us up a little bit.
If we can't get Maradona, we take Clint.
Oh, we'll take Clint. All right, well, that's a solid team right there. Imagine if you did have Maradona. All right, next question now. Which host nation will go the furthest? Jurgen.
Sorry. I think the U.S. The U.S. has the chance to go to a quarterfinal. And when you're in a quarterfinal, anything can happen anyway. You know, in the knockout phase, anything can happen. You will go through 1 or 2 penalty shootouts. That's just the way it is. But I think they can surprise a lot of people positively.
Herb?
You want me to be positive?
Change.
They'll all end up at the same place. But who has the possibility of going the furthest? Given that they are the closest to winning the group, it would be Mexico. And they would have 5 games in Estadio Azteca if they win the group, potentially going through. It's Mexico who has the possibility of going the furthest, but I ultimately think all 3 nations may bow out in the round of 16.
What a positive man. JJ?
I will go with the US. You know, at the end, it's really because I played for this country and I want the best for them. I know it's not easy playing on home turf. There will be a lot of pressure for all of them 3 countries. But I think if US gets good into the tournament, I think they will be the one who go the farthest.
Case?
Yeah, I think in a lot I agree with Herc that I think it could be a round of 16 for all 3. But I think if the team has the best chance of getting out of that, it could be the U.S. And then once you get to a quarterfinal, you never know when a bad handball call off of the line in a quarterfinal.
Here we go. Brought 2002 back.
All right, final question now, and it's for Jurgen. Jurgen, what would you say your greatest moment was during your time coaching the U.S. men's national team?
Well, there were a lot of great moments emotionally, but I think the opening game in Brazil when we played Ghana and Clint scored after a minute, we all freaked out on the field, off the field. I mean, it was such an extreme emotional moment for all of us. You know, we just couldn't believe it. Yeah, I think that was a very, very special moment.
Well, the 1-0 win in Estadio Azteca. The only one to do
And
it.
that one too. I have to say that one too. Yeah, the winner at Azteca is the first ever team, you know, and last minute, and they were Olympic champions, and they were honoring that team. And at halftime, and we spoiled the party at Azteca. I have to say that was probably the day where I had the most text messages ever from coaches all over the United States. They said, "Finally, we won in Mexico." Yeah, that was a special moment.
I didn't definitely bring that up because I started that game either.
No, of course you did. Of course you did. JJ, what was one of your favorite memories after being coached by Jurgen?
I would say playing the World Cup, you know, because it's the whole process. Like you having the families there, we had the hotel here, they had the hotel next to us, going to the game, seeing all the American fans, just this combinedness with everybody's together. It's beautiful because you dream as a young boy to play for a World Cup and then see your kids happy, see the families happy, and enjoy that together. It was for me the special moment with wearing this jersey.
Casey, do you have a favorite moment?
For me, it was probably 2006 against Italy in Kaiserslautern, where we get 2 players sent off, they get a player sent off. We find a way to take the only points away from the eventual champions, and a little bit different luck here or there. It could have been a special World Cup for us, but that was a pretty crazy night in Kaiserslautern with Rammstein there and so many Americans, and that was the first time and also Kaiserslautern being so close to the Italian border, where you really had, a stadium that held, like 45,000 and having, 20,000 Americans, 20,000 Italians, and just a tremendous experience and atmosphere.
Right, well, we'll see if the U.S. men's national team can add to some of Mauricio Pochettino's favorite memories right here tomorrow. Like I said, less than 24 hours away till the U.S. starts their World Cup against Paraguay. We will be back tomorrow. Remember, ESPN FC is available 7 days a week and twice a day on some parts during the World Cup. Join us.